Dr. Mark Changizi here, your Science Moment. Today I'm going to talk about emergencies again. A couple Science Moment videos ago, we talked about how if you believe in civil rights, but not for civil rights during emergencies, or that you think emergencies should justify the ability to violate civil liberties, then you don't believe in civil liberties, because the entire point of civil liberties is not that you should respect other people's rights when you're not afraid and there's nothing going on. The whole point is to have that constraint between the masses and between the government and individual rights when people are afraid and righteously want to for their own good reasons. You know, they believe they have good reasons always to violate people's civil rights. So there's many reasons, of course, why emergencies shouldn't justify the violation of civil rights. Another one being, of course, governments will just come up with faux emergencies to justify always what they the civil liberties violations that they want for their own ends. But another a less often stated problem with the idea that emergencies justify violation of civil rights is that one of the most dangerous and common emergencies that happens in any society is when the government begins to violate civil rights. That is the greatest emergencies that we know of. It's in the cases where governments are freaked out about something and they decide that some outgroup or everybody's rights must be violated, that then leads to severe consequences, both in terms of rights as well as economic consequences, harms, physical health harms that happen over time. And often with good intent, almost invariably with good intent, at least to the whole holistic population, but invariably massive harms occur in these situations when the government starts justifying why violating people's civil rights is okay. So you don't want it to be the case that emergencies justify civil rights violations, because civil rights violations are our greatest emergencies that we should always be aware of. They're it's exactly civil rights emergencies that lead to the great genocides and democides and the minor and major ones. So if you have emergencies justifying civil rights violations, they just create emergencies, the real emergencies that one wants to avoid in the first place. And that was your Science Moment.